Rick, back to you. Your career has obviously going forward than the rest. Back to the late model deal. How about a highlight from your career? Is there one that sticks out?
I have a terrible memory. Let's start with that.
Okay.
But yeah, there's some, like winning the outdoor was always cool, you know. And then it was a night at Attica. We started at the back, drove to fifth, and they had a red flag halfway through. And I'm sitting there, and the guy was working for me. He said, "Hey, did you park over a water puddle?" And I said, "Do you see any water puddles out here?" He's like,
a dry, dusty track, right?
Yeah. He's like, "Well, there's water in our car." So I got out, and the radiator was broke. So it was under red. We rolled in, changed the radiator, came back out, went to the tail, and won the race. So that was pretty cool. Right? You know, stuff like that you kind of remember.
Right.
But besides that, I'm not a big memory guy. I'm sure looking to the next race.
Right. Very. I have to. I'm thinking back, actually, very recently, to a situation, and I'd like to get your input on that. Let's go back to that World Outlaw Championship. What, 2-3 years ago?
Okay.
We're down at Charlotte, last weekend of the year. Pressure's on. You know, it's this weekend or it's not going to happen.
See, I told you I had a bad memory. That's a pretty good one too.
Okay. But it was an up and down weekend, to say the least.
More down, I would say.
More down, but it didn't end up that way.
It did end up, yes.
Your thoughts through Saturday night's feature. You knew where you were at. You knew where you had to be to win the championship. You knew where, I mean, for a lot of that race, Josh was in front of you. And how did you deal with that?
Well, I mean, we both gambled on tires. We were both a little soft on tires, so when we fired off, we both started in the back, or mid-pack. And I got up there and passed him at one point.
Right.
And then I killed my tires, and he drove back by me. And then with one to go, he got a flat tire, and I won. So I would say it's karma or something. You know, there's a lot of karma in racing.
Absolutely. Right.
It just, some stuff happens and you can't control it. I would much sooner be lucky than good any day.
But how about the emotion throughout that race? I mean, obviously you're concentrating on your car, you're concentrating on the cars around you, but you're also, I would have to think, you're thinking, oh, damn, you got by me.
There's really not enough time for emotion. You know what I mean? Really
okay.
Like racing. And even under caution, you just figure out where. I mean, sure, look, you're looking to where they're at. You know, this is the last race, and it's been a long year. Yeah.
Right.
But no, there's really not any emotion until that checker flies, and you're like, wow, that just happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Now let's fast forward. I was speaking to Josh Richards, obviously. He has some medical issues. They call you to fill in. Now, there's a short time here where you beat him for the championship, and I'm sure he was disappointed, and I don't know if he was upset or anything with you. That's not the important issue here. How did that?
Let's clear one up. I didn't run over him to get it. He got a flat tire.
Right. But there was how many races throughout the year though where
there's plenty of races that I broke too.
Right.
And exactly. During that season, I know it does come down to all that. It really looks like it's all that last race, but there was 44 other races. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, or had you not had issue with your car, it may have not been that close. Exactly. But when they call you to fill in for him, that's got to make you feel darn proud.
Yeah, it was I thought it would be a good opportunity, and it didn't work out the way any of us thought it would.
Right.
You know what I mean? For sure. And that's just the way things work in racing sometimes. You know, sometimes you put yourself in a position that probably shouldn't have. You know, but it was. I was surprised in the phone call too. Like, Mark called me and we were there talking, and he got to tell me, he's like, well, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "This isn't any kind of phone call I thought we were gonna have." I said, I can't really answer you right now. I said, I'd have to think about this. So I talked over my crew and my wife, and then I called him back a couple days later. Yeah, but yeah, that was but I mean, I'm usually a pretty easy guy to get along with, you know. So that part. Ask Alan, Schaefer old guy right there. He knows.
Okay. Now the rest of the family has raised exclusively here in central Pennsylvania. Rick, you've been all around the country. On the road, living on the road, racing on the road. You've also raced here in the local scene. Is there a way to describe the difference in that? Describe the family life difference? And you know, you're married, raised a family, raised a daughter. How did you handle all of that?
Really, my wife raised my daughter. I was out of town a lot. If it was up to me, I'd probably have 4 more kids, you know. But my wife said she wasn't raising no more by herself. So we had 1. And you know, you miss out. I missed out on high school graduation, college, everything, you know. But that's just part of the life, you know, that you got to do. You know, if it's a point race, you got to be there if you're racing for points. And so that's just. There's a lot of goods in it, but there is plenty of bads about it.
Right. It's a sacrifice. A lot of sacrifice.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's obviously, well, I don't know. I guess you look at it one way, it has paid off. You've been very successful. But on the other side of that coin, you can't get this on back.
Yeah, but you only live once.
That's right.
So I'm going to do something I like to do, love to do, and get to do it for a living.
Pretty special for sure. We're going to buzz down to Kitty a little bit. Kitty, you've got some, you've still got a lot of racing going on in your family. Of course, your son Jason, he did some of the electric car racing for a while. Another guy you probably recognize the name, I guess you named him. How about Cody? What's going on with Cody?
Cody started back up in the loop shop.
Tell the rest of us what's going on with Cody. That way we all know.
Yeah,
None of us get this
I'm
information.
breaking the news here tonight.
I'm glad you asked that question.
This is hot off the press.
Yeah. He's still racing for Casey Kane.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're going to be going out again real soon here. I guess they're getting ready to go.
Yeah.
And come on, give us the scoop. What's going on here? Central Pennsylvania wants to know. Are we putting?
Boy, if Husband was up here, he could talk.
Well, I know. All right. How do you think I got some of this inside information? Joe was giving me some of the information earlier. That's why.
Well, then tell us so we all know.
Oh, no. I want Kenny to tell us. Come on.
Tonight he's with Casey at Clint Boyer's house.
Oh, boy, there's a lot of lies.
Somebody's going to jail there.
That's exactly right. There's a lot of lies being told. I'm sure of that. Absolutely. So girls, you have children. Kitty, your children never. I'm sorry, Candy. I'm all confused here. Candy, your daughter ever showed interest in getting in racing? No. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
That's her choice.
But did you ever have boy, it'd be fun to go out with her and watch her get started in this, or did it just
happy to still watch.
right?
Like she sold cookie shirts, she's happy to go.
Just be a part.
She goes and watches, but she doesn't really just.
Yeah. Okay. Lori.
Andy's getting ready to be a grandma.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, congratulations! When's the big day? I'm sorry.
May 12th.
May 12th.
A boy.
Great. Oh, great. A boy, Junior.
Another racer.
Another racer, Junior. You got to get him started early. What do you think? Yeah, another boy coming along. Pay attention, Junior. You didn't fall asleep up there, did you? Yeah. We got. Maybe I should have fell asleep a little bit more throughout your younger days. You got another a great grandson coming. Are you ready to put him in a race car?
Oh, I got a bunch of them. I can't keep up with it.
I understand. I understand that. Again, any questions, comments from the audience here? Come on, folks, don't be shy. Speak up. But Rick, what's the future hold for your racing?
I put a deal together with Paul Crown and Sean Martin, which Sean Martin's here, and Sean and Lisa are here. And for this year, we're we put it together a little late, so we're, as you know, you were at the shop the other day, and it's a mad thrash, and I should be there now. But we're gonna get done in time, and as long as we get enough parts, and we're gonna work out all the schedule again, the whole schedule, and I imagine we'll probably hit some like Speedway shows and some others. Maybe we'll hit some other shows around here, hopefully. But it looks like it's going to be a really good deal. They're all real nice people, and it's just we just got a little late start, you know. So we got one car last Friday, and we got one this Friday, and we got one motor, and we're supposed to get a motor last Friday, and now it's 2 Fridays ago, and now it's next Tuesday. So it's just the way it goes.
Starting to get a little nerve-wracking, I'm sure. When you get the opportunity to come back to this area and race where you started, where you grew up, and of course, you know, where you're still your family, you're still your home. Are you surprised at the fans that just flock to you and flock to you, watching your racing, and just I'm sure bend your ear as much as they can?
No, this is a great area for racing. It really is. You know, no matter whether it's sprint car, late model,
right,
or fan of, most of the fans are either or. You know what I mean? And our shop's like an open door policy. Like our doors are always open. There's if you get there from about 3 o'clock going, you're gonna meet some different people for sure.
They just done that tonight.
And so, but I love talking to them all, and you know, and hang out, and but this area and the races around here are tough. You know, not only the sprint car guys around here get a lot of credit for being really tough, but they're like the late model guys around here are really tough too. You know, you come back here to race a late model race, you better be on your toes, and if you are, you're going to be lucky you're on the top 5. You know,
right?
These guys are,
exactly.
You know, so it's fun when we get a chance to come back here and race, and it's neat to race and go to your own bed at night. That's pretty cool.
I'm sure that does feel pretty darn good. It's neat to have you come back. It's just awesome that, you know, how you come back here and just be a part of it. I know that brings the fans out. They love it. They just, actually this whole family is one of those families that racers, and of course, I don't want to make it sound old, Junior, but racers from several generations here get to watch this Eckert family, and we are just we're proud, we're privileged to have what you started, Junior, continue on here in our area. You did a good job, Junior.
I hope so.
You did. Maybe you lost a couple of races on the first lap, but you did a heck of a job with your family.
2 of the top drivers in the country, I'd say he did pretty good.
I'd say you're right. That's exactly right, Oz. Very good. See, you guys are right. He is the smart one.
Oz might look like the quiet one, but he is not.
He's thinking all the time.
Put a mic in front of him. I'll tell you a funny story about him. I had a guy work for me, Robbie Allen.
Yep.
He was working for me one time, and Oz come in the shop, and he was there for about a half hour. We were talking, and when he left, Bobby says, "Man, I don't know who that guy is or what he's running for, but I'll vote for him."
There you go. Good story. Good stuff. Well, folks, I do want to thank you very, very much. Kenny, tell Jason and Tessa we missed them. We'd like to have them out there with us, but maybe next time. Lori, thank you. Kitty, always great to have you here. Candy, again, thank you for all the effort you put into this. Rick, get some work done, will you?
I'm trying to schedule a haircut with Kitty right now.
You've got work to do. You've got race cars to do. That's true. That's true. Oz, thank you very, very much. And Junior, you're the best, buddy.
Hey, I just want to mention my son, so I don't get in no trouble. He raced up a trailways for 4 years and won a track championship in 2007, too.
That's right. That's exactly right. I forgot about that. Thank you. We should have had him in here. So the racing genes are there, Oz. They're there. You were just a smart one to get out of it when the getting was good. That's exactly right. Thank you very, very much. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this. How about a big hand for Junior and his family? Great to have you, folks. Thank you very, very much.